What's up, YouTube? Bearded Bobber back, and we are back at Douglas Motorcycles. And as you guys could probably tell from the beginning of this video, they now carry Royal Enfield again. And very kind to let me take some bikes out and give some feel for the bikes and send it your guys' way and all that fun stuff. You guys see it's got a center stand along with the kickstand. This is the Himalaya, which is Royal Enfield's like dual sport bike, and honestly, if you're looking for a dual sport bike, the price range for this is insanely cheap. They're a little bit over $5,000, I think, out the door, like 5 to 6. Well, let's ride it. So what I like to do when I get on a bike is first, feel the clutch, feel how it goes. Kind of check out the dash here a little bit. So it looks like you got multiple trip, mile per hour. So that's just telling us what we're in, and all that fun stuff. Okay, so we got the odometer here, the trip, temperature. That's cool. Clock. All right. Brakes feel good. Let's go on an adventure. Well, guys, getting a few miles in on this thing, and I can't get an in-depth review. As you guys know, we're all like motorcyclists. It's not enough to do that after 6 miles, but I can start talking about the way it feels, how it feels to me in the quick response. Now, it feels great. I'd have to say Chubby Guy approved. We're humming right along. Haven't had any issues there. Gears feel good. Brakes feel good. The only thing for me being a bigger guy is it's a little hard with this left mirror. Right mirror works good. Just to the angle, and that's just also personal body shape. My inseam is I don't know what, 28 to 30. I'm 5'7", so this bike doesn't feel too tall to me. Feels pretty good. And for being like a dual sport bike, some of the other bikes are a lot bigger, and they, to be honest, can be intimidating to climb up onto one of those and make sure you have full control of the bike. Where this one doesn't give you that, because it gives you the sensation, sensation of you got full grasp of the bike. For me, it feels pretty good, and yeah, I don't have any complaints. I mean, the one thing I love about motorcycles is there's different kinds of motorcycles, and this is one of those times where I'm out here on something that's not meant to be a speed demon and just out here cruising. But the cool thing is, if I wanted to, this bike could go off-road. And that's definitely a fun feeling, because I'm not doing that with the Bobber or Tatanka. Oh, I hate red lights. There it goes. This is a brand new bike also, so I'm definitely not gonna push it. But guys, this bike comes in, I think MSRP is like 49 something. I'll put that on the screen as well. And you're getting a lot of bike for the price. That's a crazy price to get into the dual sport area. Other bikes, you're talking 15 grand, and that's, I'm not into the dual sport. I like it and I'd love to do it, but I don't know if I could commit to 15 grand to do it. 5 grand to figure out if I like it and have a good bike to do it with. That's smart right there. That's a good place to be. And a lot of people kind of overlook that kind of stuff, and a lot of people jump in with both feet. That's a lot to take on and to end up not liking something. But at the same time, you have this and you're not a huge fan of going off-road, this is going to cruise through the streets, be a nice commuter, and get roughly, they say approximately 75 miles to the gallon. Now, I don't think that stat will hold up for a chubby guy, but no matter what, it can't drop. It's not going to drop that hard. You know, bobber gets over 40, but that's where they tell you it's going to be. So this, you know, money-wise alone for gas, holy cow, man. That's just impressive. It's got this cool like fixed setting here, like most of the dual bikes do. You got your compass, RPM, gas gauge. You know, you're getting a whole lot of stuff for the price. Like, that's just crazy. And if you're not enjoying yourself on two wheels, that would be a shock. This is just fun. I'm out here in the wind, cruising along on a comfortable bike for like $5 grand. That also just alone gets you into motorcycles. The Royal Enfield line is coming in at a cheaper market. You know, I don't know. They're pretty cool. I'm excited to check out the other ones they got, and this was actually the one I really wanted to check out first. And when I got over there, Art at Douglas was just like, "Oh man, yeah, go put her on this thing." And I was like, "Yeah, definitely, dude. This is fun." And it's another thing. It's like, say you and your lady, or you and your son, maybe you and your dad, you know, whatever situation you may have, want to get into a sport like this. And you're talking for 2 bikes, less than what most of the other brands are doing for 1. And like, yeah, they might be more powerful and bigger bikes, but it's not always about that, like I said. Well, I'm going to keep enjoying this thing and give you guys an overlook and all that fun stuff. Get back over to the dealer and maybe take out another one. Let's see. Super small and easy to lane split with when people are actually in their lane. Last thing before going to the dealer, get her up on the freeway. Okay guys, so here is the Royal Enfield Himalayan, just kind of a little bit of a walk around here at the end of the video that I like to do, especially over here at Douglas Motorcycle. Makes it a little bit easier than like the big demo trucks and stuff like that. So you can see this bike has spots for luggage racks here on the rear. They do all kinds of different things. This is all fixed in here from the bars. A big thing with trail riding, so you're not breaking the headlight if you do go down. At least that's the way it was broke down to me. Makes complete sense, really. There's a lot of good options. Good rear seat. The seat felt comfortable. It's not one of those, you know, you're doing thousands of miles a day on. I'm sure that would be a little bit different, but at the same time, I don't know. It could be, because I mean, it feels fine. You got good passenger pegs for the rear. Everything on here. It's a nice cruising bike, and for the price, I don't think you can beat it without being in the used market. And even then, I mean, that's hard to say. So good bike. I mean, there's not much to say. It's fun, and that's the whole thing about 2 wheels, like I was saying. But this is one of the ones that gets the pavement and the dirt. So most of the time, you're probably going to be smiling more on the dirt with this bike than you are on the street. But at the same time, if you're on the street going home to work and just commuting, you're talking like 75 miles to the gallon, and that's something to smile about too, especially here in California with ridiculous gas prices. Yeah. All right, guys, just kind of wrap this up, and you guys stay safe, stay classy. Also, if you're in the IE, Douglas Motorcycles is now carrying these. If you wanted to come see their full line along with the Triumphs, there you go. There, guys.